Once upon a time, in a small town called Good Luck, there was a young girl named Amara. She was 22 years old with bright eyes and a kind heart. Amara had a big crush on a handsome young man named Yemi, but she didn't know how to tell him how she felt. She would watch him from a distance, wishing she could talk to him, but her courage was never enough. Yemi was the kind of guy everyone loved. He was smart, friendly, and always had a smile. Still, he seemed a little sad inside, like he was carrying a heavy burden. Amara wanted to reach out, but she was afraid of what might happen, so she kept her feelings inside her heart. One day, the town was getting ready for the Festival of Lights. It was a special night when everyone lit lanterns and made wishes for good things to come. Amara made herself a small lantern and decided to give it to Yemi. She wanted to show him her feelings, but that night she had a strange dream. In her dream, a woman cloaked in shadows whispered to her, "I stole his life before I loved him." The dream made her scared and confused. On the night of the festival, the sky was full of shining lanterns floating like stars. Amara found Yemi sitting by the river. Her heart was pounding. She gave him her lantern and told him how she felt. Yemi looked surprised but happy. They talked and laughed under the glowing sky, and for a moment everything felt perfect. But then strange things started to happen. Yemi began acting distant again, like he was fighting something unseen. Rumors spread around the town about curses and spirits that protected the town but demanded sacrifices. Amara started having more dreams, darker and scarier, and she felt a shadow following her. One evening, Amara couldn't hold back her curiosity. She followed Yemi into the dark forest outside town. There, she saw something she never knew. Yemi wasn't just a normal young man. He was part of an old family cursed by an angry spirit. The spirit was a woman who had been betrayed long ago, and she had stolen Yemi's life force. Yemi was living on borrowed time, slowly losing his strength. Amara's heart broke. She understood that her love for Yemi was tied to a terrible curse. If she truly loved him, she might have to do something brave. She remembered her dream's words, "I stole his life before I loved him." The spirit, the woman who had been hurt and betrayed, was the one who had taken Yemi's life in her pain. With courage, Amara went to the spirit's shadowy place in the forest. She begged her to stop hurting Yemi. She offered her own life to set Yemi free. As she spoke, a bright light surrounded them. Yemi's strength came back, and the curse was broken. But in that moment, Amara felt her own life slipping away. She had given everything for love. Yemi held her tight as her breath grew shallow. She looked into his eyes and softly said, "I stole his life before I loved him, but I loved him enough to give everything." As the sun rose over Good Luck, Amara's body disappeared into the morning light. Her spirit stayed in the town forever, a symbol of true love's sacrifice. Yemi never forgot her. He promised to live a good and kind life, always remembering her sacrifice. The town of Good Luck told her story to remind everyone that love can be very powerful. So powerful that it sometimes asks for the greatest sacrifice of all. Love isn't just about happiness. Sometimes it's about giving everything to protect the one you care about. And so, the story of Amara and Yemi was passed from generation to generation. It became a legend, telling everyone that real love is eternal, beyond life and death. Love is the greatest gift we can give. And sometimes the greatest love is the one that gives everything, even itself. The moral of the story: true love is about sacrifice and giving your all, even if it means losing something precious. Love is powerful and eternal, and it teaches us to be brave, kind, and selfless. Always remember, love that asks for sacrifice is the purest kind of love, and it lives forever in the hearts of those who believe.